back again talking about another trailer. This time I'm gonna be talking about the recent teaser trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. This, alongside Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, is one of my most anticipated films out of the MCU. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but one of my favorite characters in the MCU is actually Thor. At least now. Before, when those first two Thor movies came out, I wasn't a big fan of his character. I thought he was really bland and boring and uninteresting. It wasn't until around when Civil War was coming out and those little shorts with him started to come out where they really showcase how funny Chris Hemsworth can be. That was the moment where I really felt like, okay, Thor can actually be somewhat of a fun, enjoyable character to watch on screen instead of trying to watch just a blank wall trying to act. Then Thor Ragnarok, directed by Taika Waititi, really showcased that this character is truly special. Not only that can be really funny, that can be just so entertaining to watch on screen, but also showcased an actual character for the Thor character, where before I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, I don't know, this character feels very forced in, just because he's one of the OG Avengers, he's kinda there, but other than that, there's no other reason why to have him. Thor Ragnarok really showed me that Thor can be a cool character, and ever since then, I've loved the Thor character. He's one of my favorite characters out of the MCU. So when I saw that this film was announced and that Taika Waititi was back on directing, I was very excited, I was happy about it. Now we have a teaser trailer, and after watching it, I can fully confidently say that this is quite a teaser trailer. This is what a teaser trailer should strive to be. It should have little snippets of things that are exciting and that are interesting and intriguing, but not having to reveal the entire plot or everything in the movie, which is something that can be an issue, especially for these Marvel films. Recently, in their trailers, I've been noticing, at least in the movies, I've been able to notice that they like to show a lot. A lot of the teaser trailers that they put out aren't really teasers, they're actual, full-length trailers. This trailer gives you a lot, but not in the sense of being able to piece together what could happen in the film. This teaser does not give you everything, and it doesn't tell you everything that's gonna happen in the film. And that, for me, is a good teaser. Now, other than that, I want to talk about a few highlights and a few things about the trailer that really stuck out to me. Mainly, I want to talk about Natalie Portman as Mighty Thor. I think the costume looks great. I think she looks absolutely great. I think the most curious thing about this is how the hammer got rebuilt or reconstructed. I think that's very interesting, and I really can't wait to see how they are going to explain how the hammer out of nowhere just came back in full form. It's gonna be definitely something they need to explain. But I think the highlight of Natalie Portman as Mighty Thor is not really the hammer, or it's not really the suit. Freaking biceps, man! She has these big ass biceps, dude. You can really tell that she worked her ass off for this role. She looks absolutely perfect, for the Mighty Thor character. Obviously, past characters from Thor Ragnarok are back. Valkyrie is back as somewhat of the leader of New Asgard, which is kind of interesting. That part, to me, in the trailer was probably the most the weirdest part, I believe, because it feels so dry, it feels so lifeless compared to everything else happening in the trailer. So I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with that and do with the Valkyrie character especially. Also, Korg is back, played by Taika Waititi. I love Korg. I really love especially that they're really teaming up, Thor and Korg, in this film. He was just so funny and so likable, and I'm happy that he's still part of these Thor adventures. I just think it's fun, I think it's really enjoyable to see these two characters still together and going on this adventure. Probably the one thing that I am concerned about this trailer, or at least not this trailer, but really the film in general, is the lack of villain. I know that usually in teaser trailers for Marvel movies, they don't like to show the villain. I have no idea why. They usually like to hide the villain. But here it was particularly strange because, like, we've seen like the leaked like toys and action figures of Gore the God Butcher. By the way, the villain in this movie is Gore the God Butcher, which I know nothing about. I know nothing about this character. This villain is completely new to me. But I've seen pictures of the character. He looks cool in comparison to how he looks in the movie. He looks very bland. It's a very bland design they've given him in the movie. The character's played by Christian Bale. I don't know. It just doesn't give me that alien vibe to him that I kind of expected from, especially when his design in the comics looks like way cooler. To see that it's just some guy in like white paint with like a big ass black sword, it's kind of like, that's really lame in comparison to what it looks like in the comics. But other than that, maybe there are a few surprises with that character later on in the movie. Maybe this is not even his final form. But for what I've seen, this looks concerning because this already looks like a bland, boring villain. I don't know, man. I can't say. It's this is hard. It's hard to talk about a teaser because you have little to no details about anything. So you are just kind of theorizing what's going to happen. And really, for these Marvel movies, I really don't bother making theories anymore because every time I do that, I don't get upset or I don't get disappointed, but it's usually so far-fetched different from what I theorize that I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stop making theories about what these movies are gonna do because of that reason specifically. So, and especially with teasers, it's hard to pick up parts from a teaser and really form what could happen, and so I'm not really here to make theories. I'm just kind of giving my opinion on the teaser trailer. The Guardians of the Galaxy are also here, but I feel like they're not gonna play a big role in the movie. I feel like they're just gonna be here, like, maybe for, like, I don't know, I want to say, like, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of screen time, most likely, in total, because I do feel that we're gonna have a little bit of them in the beginning, and then in the end, for the final battle, I kind of feel that they're gonna come back to kind of help Thor out a little bit, but I'm not completely sure. That's me theorizing, and that's just kind of, again, a far-fetched theory that maybe not, whatever, I don't care. But other than that, I really love the trailer. I have a lot of faith in Taika Waititi. He's one of my favorite directors. So yeah. What did you guys think of the trailer? I thought it was fun. I thought it was colorful. I thought it was bright. I thought it was funny. And I think this film is really going to expand even more the story for the Thor character. It's going to really expand this character even a lot more. And I'm very excited for that, definitely. There's also a few other surprises in the trailer, like Zeus is in the movie, and I'm pretty sure that's Russell Crowe. If I'm not mistaken, I think Zeus is played by Russell Crowe, but I could be completely wrong about that. I just know that Russell Crowe is in the movie, but I really do feel that he is gonna be Zeus. But other than that, I'm just really excited. I think the movie comes out in July 8th. If I'm not mistaken. So definitely I'll be watching this. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm more excited for this than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, mainly because I'm just more invested in the Thor character. But anyways, that's just my opinion. Again, what did you guys think of the trailer? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Leave it down in the comments what you thought about the trailer. What stuck out to you of it? What are you most excited? What are some theories that you guys have for this film? Just leave it down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.